watching who in this old game. Dust settles where the dancers stood. The stage forgot what movement could mean to those who never knew. The steps were always leading through. Tell me, does the ocean miss the shore? When waves return to something more? Does the flame regret the wood that gave it everything it could? Porcelain cracks and the light bleeds through. I break in pieces just to remember you. Every shard reflects the whole, the broken thing and knew its role. Porcelain cracks when it learns to see there was never any distance between you and me. The shadow doesn't leave at night, it merges with the absence of light. You can't divide what never split. The seeker and the sought have quit. Garden grows the gardener's hands. The painter bleeds into her plans. The singer swallowed by the song. Tell me where you drew the line, it's gone. Does winter mourn the fallen leaves? Or does autumn finally breathe? Whoa, and it surrenders to the ground. The letting go, the being found. Porcelain cracks and the light bleeds through. I break in pieces just to remember you. Every shard reflects the whole, the broken thing and knew its role. Porcelain cracks when it learns to see there was never any distance between you and me. And I'm so damn tired of holding shapes, of being borders, drawing lines, building gates. I wanna dissolve like salt in the sea. Wanna burn like paper, wanna finally be the space between the words I never spoke, the truth that hides inside the smoke. The cup was always empty, full was just a dream the water had. The wave was always ocean, lost was just a story that we told. Porcelain cracks and the light bleeds through. I break in pieces just to remember you. Every shard reflects the whole, the broken thing and knew its role. Porcelain cracks when it learns to see there was never any distance between you and me. Silence holds what speaking breaks. The breaking is what wholeness makes. Empty cup, the tea it takes. The drinking and the thirst are one. Your cigarette burns circles in the dark. Ash becomes a constellation, makes its mark. I trace the path you walked before you went through rooms that still remember your scent. The kettle screams but no one's there to hear. Steam dissolves the boundaries of a year. What separates the vapor from the air? The gone from here, the here from there. never been exactly what it seems. Smoke knows no borders, sorrow owns no face. The one who left never left this place. Between the smoke and the sorrow, your shadow stays, lingering, whispering through the haze. The space you left behind still breathes. Every absence is a presence underneath. I reach through veils I can't define. The distance was a trick of time. The distance was a trick of Your cigarette burns circles in the dark. Ash and stars, they fall apart, fall together. Petals fall like hands in final prayer. Thorns remain when softness disappears. Beauty doesn't fear its own decay. The rose becomes the soil from which it came. Wilted roses, I see your face. Fading colors and empty grays. The emptiness is just another name. The space that holds everything the same. The dying bloom still knows how to sing. Decay and birth are the same damn thing. Your garden grew inside my chest. Roots tangled where I thought I'd rest. The gardener never stood apart. Soil and seed share the same heart. Thorns that pierce are teaching tools. The wound and wisdom follow rules that dissolve when closely seen. The hurt was always part of healing. Dead petals pressed between the pages of a book that spans the ages. Words decay, but meaning stays. The text and reader find their ways to merge where interpretation lives. The taker is exactly what it gives. Red to brown to dust to earth. Death is just another word for birth. In wilted roses, I see your face. Fading colors and empty grays. But emptiness is just another name. The space that holds everything the same. The dying bloom still knows how to sing. Decay and birth are the same damn thing. Same damn thing. And I wanna stop pretending that you left. Wanna quit this story about death. You're in the rot, you're in the bloom. You're the flower and the tomb. I'm so tired of drawing lines between your heartbeat and mine. Wilting is just opening differently. Falling is flying in reverse, you see. that drops its petals to the ground is teaching earth how to be crowned. In wilted roses I see your face, fading colors and empty grace. But emptiness is just another name for space that holds everything the same. The dying bloom still knows how to sing. Decay and birth are the same damn thing. The same damn thing. Petals fold like hands in final prayer, but prayer was always answered in the air. Between the asking and the bloom, between the garden and the room, no distance there. Unspoken words pile up like snow, they bury what we'll never know. The loudest screams are held inside, where accusations come to hide. Your jaw was locked and mine was too. The war we waged, it split in two. The battlefield was kitchen tiles. We measured hurt in silent miles. Ooh, yeah. We fought with silence, not with sound. Broken hearts where peace was never found. Each room became a separate cage. We turned our backs, we wrote the page in invisible ink that burned to read the things we start, the things we'd never feed. But the fighter and the fighter won. The bullet can't exist without the gun. Opposition needs its opposite face. Conflict is connections hiding place. Silence was a conversation. Every cold shoulder navigation through the maze of who we were. The distance was our way to her, to him, to us, to something real. The not speaking made us feel that we were two, but we were never split. The argument was lit. That's it. Yeah. Just another song. The discord proves we both belong to the same damn broken symphony. Your anger was your way to me. The Cold War thought in hospital light, when flesh revealed that wrong and right were costumes that the same soul wore. The enemy you're fighting for. Resentment is devotion's twin. The opposite is still within. The circle that contains it all. To rise against you have to fall. Silence was a conversation. Every cold shoulder navigation through the maze of who we were. The distance was our way to her, to him, to us, to something real. And not speaking made us feel that we were two, but we were never split. The argument was love. That's it. Stand on opposite sides. You'll find you standing back to back, facing the same horizon. The chasm was a crack in the mirror, showing one reflection. Damn it, I'm still fighting you. In every room you're not walking through, Silence was a conversation, every cold shoulder navigation through the maze of who we were. The distance was our way to her, to him, to us, to something real, to not speaking. Made us feel that we were two, but we were never split. The argument was love, that's it. The argument was love. Unspoken words dissolve like snow. They feed the ground from which we grow. The war is over, no one won. The battlefield and peace are won. Set for ghosts tonight. 4 plates but only 3 inside. Silverware remembers how you hold the fork, the knife, the stories told. Dust collects where elbows used to rest. The wood remembers being keeps what we confess. Oh. An empty chair, but your shadow's still there, haunting the silence, a ghost in the air. The vacancy holds more than the fill. Absence is presence that can't be killed. The missing piece completes the frame, gone and staying all the same. Occupy the hollow occupies you best. Where does a chair end and the sitting begin? I set your cup out anyway. Ritual defeats decay, the gesture and the loss it marks. The twin flames in the dark. No one sees me pull your seat closer when we eat. The observer is the thing observed. The griever is the one who served. An empty chair, but your shadow's still there, haunting the silence, a ghost in the air. The vacancy holds more than the fill. Absence is presence that can't be killed. The missing piece completes the frame, gone and staying all the same. Show me where the sitting stops, where the sitter drops away. The chair was never separate from the body's weight that day. I wanna burn this whole damn room, wanna scatter every piece, but the one who builds the fire is the ashes underneath. Formless emptiness, emptiness is form, the vessel and the void were together born. Fullness knows itself only through the lack. Presence only shows against absence back. An empty chair, but your shadow's still there, haunting the silence, a ghost in the air. The vacancy holds saying all the same. The same. The table set for ghosts tonight, and ghosts are just another type of being here. The empty chair is full. Through windows never opened, I watch the years decay, trapped in the echoes of what we couldn't say. Glass divides the world in two, but the inside was the outside looking through. Sealed rooms are just another kind of sky. The trapped and free were the same disguise. Circles like a prayer, going nowhere, everywhere. The lock was on both sides, you see. Prisoner and guard share the same key. Curtains drawn against the light, but darkness is just brightness turned inside. The room became a universe, small and infinite, blessed and cursed. Containment is expansions of the face. Before your mind, the walls grew closer over time, but the shrinking made the vastness clear. A smaller cage held atmosphere. I wanted you to see the trees, instead you show me what the seeing sees. The watcher doesn't need the view, awareness was the landscape too. And I hate the glass that kept you in, hate the air too thick to swim, wanna shatter every pane, let the outside in again. But the one who throws the stone is already home, in the room they're breaking from. The cage creates the bird creates the cage. Observer and observed turn the same page. Confinement is a lens that focuses the eye behind the glass, beyond the glass. No difference in the sky. Through windows never opened, I watched the years decay. Trapped in the echoes of what we couldn't say. Glass divides the world in two, but the inside was the outside looking through. Sealed rooms are just another kind of sky. The trapped and free were the same disguise. The same disguise. Never open means never close. The window air becomes the wind when you realize the room you're in contains the world and the world contains nothing. I practiced saying it for weeks. The syllables felt like broken teeth. Goodbye to words pretending they're one, like we were two when we begun. The funeral taught me how to stand, how to receive a stranger's hand, how to nod when they say time will heal, as if departing makes it real. But farewell is a word that eats its tail. Going means you're here to sail away from something toward the same. Hello and goodbye, share a name. Goodbye in the silence, goodbye in the rain. Your shadow remains where love turns to pain, but pain is just love with nowhere to land. Goodbye is hello in a mirror's hand. Leaving and staying collapse into one. The ending's the place where we both begun. I find you in the strangest verse. Not nouns, not names, not solid words, but in the yin of everything happening, dissolving, arriving. Process has no start or end. The journey doesn't need to bend toward conclusions written clean. You're in the space between. The wave explains this to the shore. Retreating is returning store. Tides don't leave, they rearrange. Goodbye is just another name for change. Goodbye in the silence, goodbye in the rain. Your shadow remains where love turns to pain, but pain is just love with nowhere to land. Goodbye is hello in a mirror's hand. The leaving and staying collapse into one. The ending's the place where we both begun. And I'm screaming at the contradiction. Grieving is a kind of friction between the story and the truth. You didn't leave, I didn't lose. The griever is what keeps you here. The goodbye makes you reappear. Damn this language, damn these lies. There's no such thing as goodbyes. Separation is an optical trick. Distance measured with a broken stick. The one who leaves, the one who stays, are standing in the same doorway, facing different directions of the same I stopped practicing the word. The syllables dissolved unheard. Goodbye was always poetry, for you are still inside of me. Wind carries voices through the trees, language older than disease, sound without a source or throat, messages that memory wrote. I hear you in the creaking floor, and how the morning finds the door. Your laughter lives in water's rush, in bird calls and the evening's hush. Not haunting, more like the inhale by air that knows the stories told around the table, around the years. Whispers dry my midnight tears. Whispers in the night, guiding me to life. Your love survives where the stars ignite. Not gone, just speaking differently in every breath, in every tree. The whisperer and whisper to dissolve into a single truth. Love doesn't end, it changes shape. Your voice is mine, there's no escape. I used to think I heard you wrong, that grief was writing its own song. But silence taught me how to hear, the absence that brings you near. Your wisdom didn't need your mouth. It planted seeds that now bloom out. Through my hands, my heart, my days. The student is the teacher's phrase. Transmission doesn't need the wire. The message lives beyond the fire that consumed the messenger. The meaning is the listener. Whispers in the night, guiding me to life. Your love survives where the stars ignite. Not gone, just speaking differently in every breath, in every tree. The whisperer and whisper to dissolve into a single truth. Love doesn't end, it changes shape. Your voice is mine, there's no escape. And I'm learning to translate the language that transcends the gate between the living and the lived. You give, and giving is the gift that wraps around itself and stays, and whispers through my nights and days. Spice arise without a voice. Guidance comes without a choice. The counselor and counseled merge, where wisdom meets the listening urge. Inheritance is not the things, but how hears voices through the trees, and I am learning how to be the vessel for the whispered word, the speaker and the one who heard are standing in the morning light together. Planted seeds where you once stood. Grief makes fertile soil, I understood. The morning and the morning sound the same when roots drink deep from loss and rain. Your hands toward mine are worthier to trust that hand in hand, compost becomes the promised land. I speak to plants the way you did, as if they understand they did. Conversation doesn't need response. The talking is communion's dance. Your lessons bloom in how I move through seasons that have nothing left to prove. Spring doesn't argue with the fall. The cycle is completion's call. Photosynthesis is just one example of how darkness feeds the sample of everything that reaches toward light. Shadow nourishes the height. And my garden, ghost I bloom, finding light in the cracks of the gloom. Where you planted, I now grow. The cultivator and crop both know they share the same essential ground. What's lost becomes what's found in the garden. And I am the seed you scattered wild before you left. You made this child into soil that knows its worth. Your death and my rebirth, not metaphor but actual truth. Your endings gave me roots. The weeds you pull become the mulch that feeds the flowers you exalt. In praising the unwanted thing is necessary for the spring. Gardener, garden, growing, grown. All aspects of a single stone that breaks to make the fertile ground. separation can't be found in the garden. The ghosts have bloom, finding light in the cracks of the gloom where you planted. I now grow. The cultivator and crop both know they share the same essential ground. What's lost becomes what's found in the garden. In the garden, we're all growing in the garden. Planted seeds where you once stood, and now I see, I understood. The garden tends the gardener back. Life grows through every crack. Recognize you though we've never met in this particular arrangement yet. The soul wears bodies like a sky wears weather. We've been apart, we've been together. Across the centuries, across the thorns, through different names, through different storms. The bond that ties transcends the road. Recognition is the evidence of hope. Through ashes and rain, love won't decay. We'll find each other in another day, another life, another shore. The meeting is what we're meeting for. Time is circular, not a line. Your future self will find mine until we meet again. We're meeting still. The wheel turns, we return. Every goodbye is a lesson learned for the next hello. Your eyes existed before your face. I'll know them in another time and place. Grandmother, grandfather, child or friend. Roles or costumes, they begin and end. But the one who plays remains intact, moving forward by circling back through incarnations like through doors. Love is what the universe restores. Death is an omission, nothing alley. The actor rests in the dark alley behind the theater, then returns. The stage is where the recognition burns. Through ashes and rain, love won't decay. We'll find each other in another day, another life, another shore. The meeting is what we're meeting for. creates in all its various states. No one is truly gone. We're waves within one ocean, moving toward and from the same eternal motion. Separation is the game that unity plays with itself until it remembers we were never on the shelf. Through ashes and rain, love won't decay. We'll find each other in another day, another life, another shore. The meeting is what we're meeting for. Time is circular, not a line. Your future self will find mine until we meet again. We're meeting still. Recognize you though we've never met. In this particular arrangement yet, but I will know you when we do. The way the ocean knows the dew, the way the seed remembers tree, the way you till we meet again.